children, everyone open your environmental studies textbook. Yesterday we have started one new lesson, birds around us. Okay, in that birds around us we have completed up to page number 62. Open your textbooks, page number 63. Okay, now birds and their beaks. Yesterday we have discussed the beak of parrot. Now children, it will be red in color. Just as we have a mouth, birds have a beak, also called as bill. Okay, birds do not have teeth. These birds, they do not have the teeth, children. Okay, we have the mouth and all mouth. We will chew with the mouth, no? For the birds, they'll have one beak. And another name for beak is what, children? Bill, that is. Birds do not have teeth. They use their beaks to eat. Birds also use their beaks for building nests, grooming feathers and feeding their young ones. So in different ways these birds they'll use the beaks. So what are those ways, children? First of all, for the building nest, they'll gather the material and they'll build the nest over there using the beak only. And grooming feathers, even for the feathers they'll groom, okay, and feeding their young ones. So they'll bring the food with their beak and they'll put the same into the young one's beak. In that way they will use their beaks. Okay, different birds have different kinds of beaks. The shape of a bird's beak depends on what it eats. Birds eat a lot of food because they need energy to fly and keep their bodies warm. Birds eat grains, fruits, seeds, worms, eggs and insects. Some birds eat small animals. Birds such as crane and kingfishers eat fish. See here, children. So depending upon the different types of birds, they'll have the different beaks in such a way. So according to that beak only, they'll take their food, children. The convenience, they will see the convenience there. Okay, some of the birds will eat grains, fruits, seeds and all, no, worms and eggs and small insects. And some of the birds like crane and kingfishers, they will catch the fishes in the ponds or in the water. Okay. Now parrots have curved beaks to crack nuts, seeds and eat hard fruits. This parrot's beak will be the curved. Okay. So what is the use of that? So that it can break the nuts. Okay, it can break the nuts and it can break the seeds and also it can eat the hard fruits. Okay. Now hummingbirds have long straight beaks which can reach deep into a flower to sip nectar. Hummingbirds is the smallest of all birds. Hummingbird it has a big beak, children. It has a very big beak. So how it is useful for it? How it will suck the nectar from the flowers into the deep. It will keep its beak into the flower and it will suck that one. Okay. Here hummingbird is the smallest bird of all the birds. It is the very smallest bird. Okay. Sparrow and pigeons have short pointed beaks to break and crush seeds. Crush seeds and we like powder like chesegalo. So what are those birds, children? Pigeon and sparrow. Okay. Woodpeckers have long pointed beaks to make holes in tree trunks. They search and catch insects hiding inside the holes. These woodpeckers, what they will do, no, trees will be there, no, children, on that they will make holes. Okay, so that they'll catch the insects hiding in that trunk and all or in that tree and all. Okay, they will catch that one easily and they can eat them. So here eagles and vultures hunt and eat animals like rats and moles. These eagles and vultures, what they will do, no, they will hunt the rats and moles, okay, and they will eat that one. They have strong, sharp, hooked beaks to help them tear the flesh into small pieces. So their beak will be in a different way. How it will be, children? It will be in the like a hook type, so that if they catch any flesh, no, they can cut into small pieces and they can eat very easily. Okay, now turn the page. Water birds such as pelicans have long beaks resembling scissors with which they can pick up small fishes. Ducks have broad, flat beaks with holes in them. They dive underwater to find their food and also take in a lot of other rubbish along with the food. So what they will do, these birds, pelicans, they'll have a long beaks. They looks like scissors. How the scissors will be used to cut the clothes and all, no, children. The beak of these pelicans will be like scissors only. So that they can pick up small fishes. Easily they can catch the small fishes with that type of beaks. Ducks have broad flat beaks. So have you seen the duck? It will be very broad, okay, and it will be very flat also. They dive underwater to find their food and also take in a lot of other rubbish along with the food. So these two, they will dive, they'll go inside the water and along with the food they will take the rubbish, the waste materials also has the food into their stomachs. Okay. Their beaks are like sieves that separate the food from the rubbish. So the water flows out from the holes. Here herons and kingfishers have spear-like beaks for catching and eating fishes. Here heron and kingfisher picture is there, no children. So they'll have small holes on their beaks, so that all the rubbish, whatever they are taking inside, no, that will come out from that holes. Okay. Now nesting. So how they'll build the nest. Birds live in nests. In India, nests are usually built in February and March during the spring season. So in our country, especially the birds will build their nests in particularly 2 months, it seems, children. They are the February and March. Okay. Birds lay eggs in nests and keep their babies safe. All the birds, they will lay eggs in the nest and they'll keep the babies very safely. Okay. They use anything that they can live to make their nests. Twigs, grass, leaves, feathers, strings, wire, rags, straw and mud. So all these are the materials they'll use to build their nest, children, so that they can carry easily small things. No, all these are weightless they are. So that they'll carry that one and they'll build the nest on the trees or wherever they need comfort, they feel comfortable. Okay. So most birds make their nest on trees. Sparrows and robin may build their nest in a hedge. Some birds build nests inside houses. So we'll see, naturally we'll see sometimes building the nests on the trees and along at the top of the trees, and even in the houses also. Even if any ceiling fan is not working, means sparrows or crows, they'll bring the grass and all and they'll build the nest there. Okay. Here, see, pigeons build nests even on fans that are not in use. Peacocks build their nests among tall grasses. So peacocks, where they will build their nest, children? On the tall grasses. In between the tall grasses, these peacocks will build their nest. The cuckoo bird is very clever. It does not make its own nest. It lays its eggs in crow's nest. One way, it is a lazy bird. That is why it won't prepare its own nest, children. What is that bird, children? Cuckoo. It will go to the crow's nest and there itself it lay eggs. Okay. A tailor bird stitches big leaves together with grass, thread or even cobwebs to make its nest. It uses its beaks like a needle to do this. So what is this tailor bird? What are the materials it uses, children? Grass, thread and some cobwebs to make its nest. So nicely it will stitch using all this. Okay. And it uses its beaks like a needle to do this. That is why it is called as a tailor bird. By using its beak, it will stitch us all the material and it will prepare its nest. Okay. It will be very comfortable to it. Next one. A weaver bird weaves twigs and grass together to make its nest. It hangs its nest upside down from the branch of a tree. Here, what is this bird, children? Weaver bird. See, suppose here it will prepare the nest like this and upside down from this side it will go. Okay. So this is what which bird this is? A weaver bird. A weaver bird weaves twigs and grass together to make its nest. It hangs its nest upside down. So down from the branch of a tree. It will go from down onwards. Okay, children, till here everyone prepare. And yesterday I gave you the answers from the previous lesson. So here from page number 67, everyone should write, how are feathers useful to birds? The third question. Read and write the third question one time. Okay. And read the lesson up to what extent we have completed. Have a good day, children. Thank you.